Welcome to another insightful edition of Housing Development, your authoritative source to housing information. Provision of affordable housing has remained a challenge over the years, especially for low-income earners. The absence of affordable housing has negative impact on the general well-being of the citizens and the economy at large. Apparently, proactive efforts are not properly in place to salvage this and alter the trend of wanting affordability in the country. The right atmosphere of decision-making and actions are needed to remedy the situation and provide low-cost housing for the average Nigerian. I am Flora Ani, your housing diva. Let's take you over to our news desk. I'll be back shortly.
Hello, my name is Casey Arrest. I'm the Executive Director of the Centre for Affordable Housing Finance in Africa, and we're based in Johannesburg, South Africa. Please keep watching Housing Development Programme. It's a great show.
You're watching Housing Development. For more housing news stories, please visit www.africanhousingnews.com. The Minister of Works and Housing, Babatunde Fashola, recently contended that building low-cost houses for Nigerians is no longer viable because the components that go into the construction of houses are not cheap. This has sparked a lot of reactions from stakeholders in the industry. Housing Development, in a webinar discussion, had a chat with a renowned real estate expert, Goke Odunlami, who suggested some ways around this. Take a listen.
The one thing I would like to state categorically is the fact that in a country like Nigeria, when a minister says something like that, it is the beginning of us recognizing our problem, okay? He has mentioned the truth. I mean, he's a son. So I expect him always to tell the truth and the facts on the ground. He was talking from the facts on the ground. It is not. He mentioned key statement. He said, if you want low-cost housing, where is the low-cost land? And basically, I will help him further by saying that, where is the low-cost enabling environment? Let's be very serious with ourselves. If we go to the countries where they do these things, don't forget, all these low-cost housing, affordable housing, mass housing, we ought to have gone to the countries where they really practice it. Britain was among the countries in the world that had the war and started what you call council housing. That is our equivalent of mass housing. There were ways in which they enhanced it. There were policies they put in place. Even when things were changing, they were changing with time. When the government used to build houses, at a point in time they stopped. At a point in time they set up an agency called Housing Corporation. We too have here, but their own housing corporation there is a body set up. They tell you, if you want to provide affordable housing, these are the parameters of providing affordable housing. And it goes on. From there, housing corporations then move into an environment where they say they're going to be giving mortgages. Mortgages over there. In UK now, you can know the fate of your mortgage within a month because the land you want to use is on the registrar. So the emergency registry, we already have details of every land you want to build on. Okay? Coming back to Nigeria, we went and copied mortgage system, mass housing system, and everything. We ought to have copied also the policies and the political will to get these things done in the proper way. In Nigeria, we don't have mortgages. All what we are saying about, we don't have mortgages. Let's be very honest with ourselves. You get a mortgage, it's going to be 25, 30 years. Federal Mortgage Bank cannot perform in the situation they are in. They are not getting their rightful contributions from banks, from insurance. None of them have put the money in. And Central Bank is folding and kind of giving money, wanting to do this. It's got to start off with the political will. If there's a political will, the land for affordable housing will come.
I am Dr. Sam Egu, Senate Committee Chairman on Housing. Keep watching Housing Development Program.
Are you looking to own a home? A 3-bedroom flat with BQ? A 2-bedroom flat? Or a 1-bedroom? Commonwealth Luxury Flats have you covered. Commonwealth Luxury Flats is located in a sophisticated environment with all rooms en suite, tasteful contemporary finishing. hours water supply from a dedicated borehole, 24-hour security patrol, mortgage facility with 10 years spread, and much more. Commonwealth Luxury Flats is located in Gadua area of the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja. For more enquiries, call
My name is Sir Emmanuel Mbaka. I am the MD Platinum Mortgage Bank. You are watching Housing Development on AIT.
Housing expert Diego Keodunlami. All right, moving on. The need for social housing cannot be overemphasized if significant progress must be made in the area of affordable housing. Against this backdrop, the Family Homes Fund has over the years upheld the mantle of social housing provision for the nation. One of his housing projects, which is a Fuller Estate in Masaka, Nasarawa State. Housing development crew was at the estate and also had a chat with Sani Yakubu, the Chief Housing Investment Officer of Family Homes Fund. Now take a look.
Today is a very good day for Family Homes Funds. It marks a milestone in the activities of the fund. We are at the Grand Louveau, and at the Grand Louveau, the Family Homes Funds has working with private developers of the nearly 600 units. 150 are already occupied by staff of the Federal Road Safety Corps. So it's a place that is habitable, is livable, is being lived in at the moment, and the price target cost is also well within range of the mandate that has been given to our institution. One of the critical things that the building industry does is provide a really large number of jobs. The country at this point in time will benefit greatly from an enhancement in this area, and this project brought to this community a good number of jobs. Right from the main road, as you approach, you will see that there have been opportunities created for the community. So youths and people in this community have been engaged in the construction. Nigeria has always been in need of homes. It's always interesting, for example, to have a debate on the total number of housing units that are in short supply. And figures have been bandied from 17 million to 18 and so on. But the mandate of family housing funds actually is to try as much as within resources, as much as is within strength, to start addressing the issue of the shortfall of homes. Every man, every woman, every person deserves a decent place to live in. A place to live in is a must-have. It is a first line among the needs of every man. We've done the market survey, we've done the research, and we also have our mandate. And all of this account for the elements that help us in determining the pricing. It's very important that if we build for the low to medium class, that these are the class of people that actually do buy these houses, because the shortfall in homes is not actually within the upper class. So that's not where the problem is. The problem is for the low to middle income Nigerians, and this is where the shortfall is, at the highest. And our mandate is to target that area and provide as much as is within resources, as much as is within strength, as much as is within capacity, to address needs for homes in that area. What we would like the public to know is that this is just a start, this is just the beginning, and that we are currently present in most parts of the country, working with the state governments, working with the private sector to see how we can improve the quantum of homes available to the low and medium income people in Nigeria. And we are determined to try to meet with our mandate.
My name is Femi Adewale. I'm the Managing Director, Chief Executive Officer of the Family Homes Fund. I endorse the housing development program and the impact that is making in providing information about housing in Nigeria.
The latest couple in town.
Good day, sir.
How are you? Oh, sit down.
Thank you, sir.
Drinks?
No, we're fine, sir.
How was the moon experience?
It was quite an experience.
How about house?
We are renting at the moment, but we intend to save enough to own our own house, right?
Why not avoid all those Shylock landlords and own a house up front? The average income and cost of building houses today in Nigeria, mortgage is the best option. No sweat. I tell you what, that was how I got my first house, and I've never regretted it.
To make good homes, and by implication, a good society, an individual is expected to have an abode from which to take off and return at the end of each day. At the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria, everyone deserves a home. Come join us at FMBN and let's shelter Nigeria together.
Welcome back. The program is Housing Development. Solar power, which is usable energy generated from the sun, is clean and is used nearly everywhere in the world. Now, the MD CEO of Fumble Energy will tell us why Nigeria should shift to solar at this time. Take a listen.
We are into the products that meet about 11 of the social development goals. And you could remember that we have about 17 that Nigeria, Europe, all over the world are saying, let's work towards it so that we can reduce poverty at the bottom of the pyramid. So my product is targeted at majority of that population, providing social and economic benefit for them. So the product is a clean cook stoves that uses wood, that uses charcoal, and that uses pellet. What is pellet? Pellets are waste product of animals and plants, like the sawdust you see, like the cow dung, and all of those things. You know, my product uses all of that to save the environment. They are eco-friendly and cheap and sustainable because we are using what we have. So I deal in clean cook stoves and I deal in water filtering system. You know, just as we do in the old days, we do have the pots whereby each and everyone drink from it. But nowadays, it's dangerous to drink from this river, from the stream, from the well, and all of that. So we decided to say, what can we do? If people cannot afford sewage system, then we came up with a product that is affordable so that people can drink clean water. Because even you and I, we cannot drink the so-called borehole water directly. The people we are targeting those are the base of the pyramid. So that if you give them food, give them clean cook stove to cook the food. If you give them food, give them water purifier so that they can purify and filter the stream water, the well water they drink. If you give them food, why don't you give them light? That is sun. If you give somebody battery enabled device like torchlight, the person after 2 weeks, 2 months say, sorry, I can't afford to buy battery again, and it drops that battery enabled torchlight. But if it is powered by solar, sun is free. For government, we want to plead with them that they should make this product, enabled product, as alternative. You understand? Alternative in the sense that if you design a house, affordable housing for people, make sure that before the person moves in, he has a clean cook stove that reduces waste, a clean solar that can light up without electricity, is off-grid, that can light up the environment. They can see, they can read with it, they can hear news with it. It can even power some USB fan. I was reading a publication that people walk 2 kilometers to fetch water. Why? So let's make life easy. So for government, I will say let's make life easy. So I want to encourage donors, government, and every agency that they should try their best to go in sync with all these affordable products.
Welcome back. Up next is Urban Shelter Limited, a real estate development company based in the Federal Capital Territory.
Over the past 30 years, Urban Shelter has spent tremendous amount of resources in defining and developing technologies that would allow us to house Nigerians, basically at a very affordable price. I'm glad to say that Urban Shelter, as of today, is one of the leading organizations in providing affordable housing for Nigerians. The Brick City project, located in Kubwa, Abuja, is a fair example that shows you where Urban Shelter has housed over 1,200 families with price range in the range of 5 million naira. I believe as of today, we are one of the most important companies, or one of the largest companies that had attained that level of satisfaction. In doing so, Urban Shelter has contributed to a large extent to all the programs that the federal government has initiated in providing housing for all. We are participant in the FISH program. We also contributed into the Land Swap Act of the FCT. We are owner and developer of the two major factories of clay brick, the red brick, in Nigeria. So what that does, it allows us to control the cost implication that comes into developing a house. Once you control the costs, you can control the deliverables. I'm glad to say that product is manufactured and provided in Nigeria. It's not imported. It allows us to control the cost of it. We also use Nigerians to develop and build these houses. So I think those elements put together allow us to provide those houses at a very low price. That, to an extent, I believe, would contribute drastically in reducing our housing deficit. Urban Shelter Limited has been working in the past year to develop a flexible payment plan that would allow its client to key in easily. We have analyzed and reviewed the tremendous issues and challenges associated with the mortgage in Nigeria, and we thought that defining a flexible way for people to own a house is the way forward. In doing so, Urban Shelter developed the Stay and Pay program that allows you to move into your house and continue paying while you live into the house. So we thought that could not only allow you to pay your house while living in it, but will also allow you to stay away from paying rent while you're trying to acquire a house. The Stay and Pay also, depending on the projects, gives you a flexibility to pay over 5, 6, 7, or even 10 years. We thought that it could be a tremendous instrument that would allow people to acquire more and to really afford more in the premise of getting a house. It's project specific. The payment term on the years vary on projects, but it does go across the entire products that we offer in Urban Shelter. Urban Shelter Limited is located in Wuse Zone 5, at Shippers Plaza. It's very accessible. We are open literally 6 days a week. Our website, urbanshelternigeria.com, is really good resources to access to Urban Shelter, the different products that Urban Shelter offer, to get more insight. We do have general numbers that will be available for people that would like to reach out to Urban Shelter.
My name is Andrew Chimponda, the Group Chief Executive and Managing Director of Shelter Afrique. I strongly endorse the housing program and housing show, and I think you should keep watching it. Thank you.
Are you looking for the perfect opportunity to conveniently explore a variety of available houses, mortgage options, housing schemes, and a host of others who are more than ready to provide you with all essentials in the home buying process? Look no further, as the virtual Abuja International Housing Show Exhibitors platform is still open to all. Connect with credible estate developers with genuine housing projects. Meet mortgage banks for your mortgage needs, home interior companies, amongst others. The platform lasts till July 2021. Visit www.ispo.net/ARHS2020. Register and log in for easy access. Don't miss out on this great opportunity.
The virtual Abuja International Housing Show platform for exhibitors is still very much active for you to visit and interact with exhibitors, real estate companies, mortgage banks, furniture and fittings, and lots more. You can be assured your housing needs will be met on the platform. Thanks for keeping up date with us. Remember, you can watch today's edition and previous ones via the YouTube channel Housing TV Africa. Do well to subscribe. Be part of the conversation by following housing development on all social media platforms. I remain Flora Ani, your housing diva. Do stay safe.